Hello, Jose Angulo, and I'm here to talk about arguably the biggest question asked by students, and that's is learning math really that important, and will I ever need it in my life? Everyone knows or has met somebody that has said it or said something like it. You walk into any algebra class or geometry class, and it's usually the topic going on. When you're frustrated, it's usually the first thing you resort to. Asking. It's like I'm wasting my time. It's not like I need this. You know, and usually we learn it to pass the class, but in reality, it's a huge key to success. Math plays a part in society and life in the world. Actually, we go through life subconsciously adding and calculating things without even knowing it, but people still feel like it's irrelevant. Because it's just not there in front of you. Um, I'm not saying I'm a math whiz or anything, because I'm not. I'm usually in the chance being conjured up in the back of the classroom and demanding to know what's the purpose of foiling and why are we multiplying fractions? Like, why does that even need to happen? But the truth is, math plays a part in everything. Balancing the checkbook. Not like people do that anymore, but it is it is an important part of life. Or cooking, driving. I mean, that's a lot of things going on in there that people don't even realize that they're doing. Mathematically or math wise when they're doing that stuff. Even down to getting the mixture of your cream and sugar in your coffee right. You want somebody to get you two creams, three sugars. That's an equation. That's you asking for a specific thing, right? Math plays its part there. Mm. To go back to the subconscious brain is pretty amazing. We don't even realize the amount of numbers our brain is working on. At any given time, any moment. Take this for example. Baseball. Everybody knows baseball, right? So the average human can throw a baseball 10 feet and hit his target, right? His or her, target. You could toss a ball to your buddy, and boom, it'll land right in their hands without you even thinking about it. Imagine the calculation it took for your brain to get the ball from A to B. It was milliseconds. Now, it would probably take like a 10-page paper on trigonometry and geometry just to simulate what your brain did in those milliseconds. And you'd have a full spread on just what your brain did, but just by you tossing the ball to your buddy right there. Something that you think is nothing or insignificant. It was really pretty amazing. An MLB player, can throw a ball almost 300 feet from the outfield and hit the catcher's mitt within inches. So, I mean, take that into perspective. If you had to calculate that or draw up an equation for that, and you'd have to look at how hard you need to throw it, and then and be able to make the throw, with your correct calculations. The body has to know what angle the ball needs to be thrown to achieve such a task. It's the same at the same time evaluate the field for other plays. So your brain is stacking complex equations and getting them ready to use while determining which one to use. So it's not only that one play at home plate. I mean, you have this outfielder who can make multiple plays, calculating multiple equations in his head to then make the throw, and then at the same time choosing the right one. It's pretty amazing what your brain can do subconsciously. Um, yep. So I'm in the military, and we had DFACs, galleys, um, cafeteria, same thing, right? And it serves a couple thousand people hot meals a day, 3 times a day, right? And I'm not a cook, but I know people who prepare food must follow. They have to follow a strict recipe. They're not allowed to take anything from it, but side note, they're allowed to add stuff to it. I know that for a fact. But imagine making a meal for thousands of people who rely on you to get a recipe correct, and you decide that fractions or math isn't important, so you just start dumping all kinds of ingredients, and you ruin food for so many people. So even in that small note where people think that math is not going to be that important, but look how it plays out in your life. In my life, when I go there to eat, I just pick up a tray, I eat, but I didn't think of everything that was involved in preparing that. You know. Okay. Yeah. Everywhere we look, there's math. You know. So whether you like to believe it or not, you know. And again, I'm Jose Angulo, and I'll see you next time.